Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to another one of my retro talk and play videos. So today's gonna be kind of a big one, guys. Today is Mortal Kombat. Not my favorite Mortal Kombat. That goes to like Mortal Kombat 2, maybe even Mortal Kombat 1, the first one that ever came out, for different reasons. Anyways, this is Mortal Kombat 3 for the PlayStation 1. However, my PlayStation 1, as you may have heard in some of my previous videos, has completely crapped out. I've done everything I can to make it work, tried all the tricks. It's done, okay? It's my original PlayStation 1 from like, whatever, 95, somewhere back in there. So it's done, and that's fine. I have a PS3 that works great right here in front of me. And of course, I've got my original game. So let me tell you the story with the game. So back in the early 90s, mid-90s, I think it was 94, 95, somewhere in that area when this game came out. Maybe even 96, I'm not sure exactly. But I remember going to KB Toys, and they had like a little CRT TV set up over there. It was really cool because they had Mortal Kombat 3 playing on it, and I was just in shock. I was like, this is amazing. This is just like the arcade version. I was super impressed at the time. And, they had in there for a few months, they were playing it as like a demo, and I would go there and I would try it out. And it wasn't until just a little bit later that I ended up getting my own copy, because I already had my PlayStation 1 at that time. And I got my own copy. I bought it over at Service Merchandise, which is in that same mall. And both those stores, of course, are long gone. But it was really cool. And I got the long box edition, which you see right here. Which is one of the kind of how some of the early PlayStation games came out in these long boxes. And Mortal Kombat 3, as you see. Here's the back side of it. But anyways, yeah, it was really cool. It was fun to get that one and play it back in the day. I just remember how close it was to the arcade version. The only differences being, of course, you've got your load time and a few other minor differences. But that was the main thing, is the load time. But back then, for this particular game, for some reason, the load time did not bother me at all. I was like, yeah, this game is great. It looks perfect. And I'd already seen it for the Sega Genesis. I'd seen it for the Super Nintendo. And I just remember this version to me standing out just because of how much better the graphics looked. The gameplay was great. The sounds were really good. But anyways, enough story time. I just thought to share that with you guys. I was super excited to get this game back then. And, now, again, as I mentioned earlier, it's definitely not one of my favorite Mortal Kombats, but it is a great game. Has a special place in my heart. I remember watching it in the arcade and playing in the arcade, even winning a couple tournaments back in the day for this one, the original Mortal Kombat 3. And I just remember how much fun and how much joy it brought me back then as a kid. And, so today we're going to do, I thought I'd share that experience with you guys. We're going to do a playthrough with Kung Lao today. It should be a lot of fun. I think we're just going to do it like a novice. Again, it's just like a sample playthrough of the game, just so you guys can see, if you haven't already experienced it, how good it was on the actual PS3, or PS1 technically, but how well it looked on the actual console versus the other consoles, the Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis. Not that there's anything wrong with those, because they had their limitations, but back then, PlayStation 1 was the way to go. And I really, again, minus the load times, I really love this version of the game. So, anyways, guys, without further ado, let's get started. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to mention before we get started, but I don't think there is. Yeah, let's get started on this game, and hope you guys enjoy it. All right, everyone, let's get started. So we've got the Mortal Kombat 3 disc inside our PS3, and let's get it going. I'm going to let it play a little bit of the front end stuff, like the track mode and all that real quick, so you guys can get the full experience. And then we'll get started after that. We'll let it play through one demo, with a demo fight, and then we'll get started. Just want you guys to experience all this right here. Take you back to a different time from the PlayStation 1 era. always loved this attract mode. It was always amazing sight to see, like when you're in the arcade.
Striker.
Nice. And you're just seeing this all play through. I loved it. So like, either I was out of tokens or I was just waiting to play something else. I would love to just sit here and watch this. Great. It shows the story. It shows a little bit of the fights. Goes through the profiles. Kind of love it. Don't remember a loading screen. Yeah, well, obviously that's a PlayStation thing. Actually, let's let it sit through because I think there's a little bit more story it's going to show you. Yeah. I think that's all. We'll play a little bit longer just to make sure. But I think that's going to be all the story after this part, right after I think the next screen maybe, or next couple screens. I love this screen right here. I love how they look. It looks really cool. Did a great job with that. Got our Earth Warriors here. It looks like we have Botaro leading the charge. Alright, I'm gonna let it sit through one more and just see if there's any more story because I honestly can't remember. So, gotta remember it's been a while since I played this game. Mortal Kombat 3 at all. It's been forever since I played just Mortal Kombat 3 in general, much less on the PlayStation 3. Let's see what else there is to it. It should eventually loop around back to the Raiden intro, but I'm not sure. Let's see what else we got. Is there more story? Yeah, here we go. More story. Love it. Mortal Kombat always had like the best cutscenes, or whatever you want to call it, just the really cool pictures for the when it was talking about the story, like even like in the ending of the game, when it shows what happened to your character.
Sector.
Always the coolest stuff, man, on all Mortal Kombats. Mortal Kombat 1, 2, and 3, and Ultimate especially, but man. I take that back. Ultimate, I don't think the original Ultimate, Mugen and stuff aside, I think I was disappointed in the Mortal Kombat 3 Ultimate because when it shows their ending, what happened to the character, it just shows them standing there and it gives you some dialogue to read. I didn't like that part. I do remember that now. I did not like that. Yep, we're still going with the story. Nice. I'm gonna let it keep playing, guys, till it loops around, I guess. If you guys aren't interested in this part of it, you can just definitely skip ahead. I just like showing the attract mode and like what you would see back in the early '90s when you stepped up this machine.
Side racks.
But I promise you, we'll get started here shortly. And again, you can skip ahead if you don't want to watch this. You can just skip to the gameplay. Hopefully that's all of it, but we'll see. I'm gonna keep playing until it ends.
Oh wow.
So there's no more story left. Okay, that was it. We officially started over. So that was the end of the story. All right, let's get started, guys. So, first things first, game configuring. We're going to leave it on medium difficulty. Again, it's just a sample playthrough, so we're not going to need to change that. Violence on, I don't even know what that means. Maybe that turns off the fatalities, I really don't know. Blood on, obviously I know what that means. Shane morph. So, basically what that's saying is, this is a disc copy of the game. Every time he morphs, it's going to cause it to pause. It's going to have to think about it, it's going to have to load it up. So we're going to turn that entirely off. I don't like that at all. It changes the kind of the funness of the game. It really takes away from it. So, you know, constant pausing. Yeah, we're not going to have that. We're not going to have to worry about that. Clock we'll leave on, and obviously we don't need anything to do with the versus screen right now. So, control configures. I'm just going to change one thing in here. It's already set up the way it should be. I believe it should be set up on a PS3 controller. But we're going to change the whole L side to run, and the whole right side, R side, to block. Okay, that way I can't accidentally mess up by hitting one or the other on the opposite side. So all the L side is run, all the R side is block. And last thing, I believe, yep, sound of music. So we'll leave that alone. I don't know what pan. I honestly don't know what pan control means. We'll leave that alone. Sound on, obviously. Music, it's always been a little quiet on the PlayStation 1 version, so we're going to hit it to cranked. See, silent, cranked. But it's still not super loud, but it'll definitely help a little bit. So we'll leave it right there. And guys, let's get started. I believe there's secret stuff you can type in right there, but I'm not going to worry about it. We're going to, like I mentioned earlier, we're going to use Kombat to play through this. We're going to do it on Novice. And I'm going to try to hit everything. I'm going to try to make sure you guys can see, you know, his 2 regular fatalities, his stage fatality, friendship, Animality, and Babality, if possible. I think there's just enough characters in Novice to do that, if we can make it work. On this game, when I'm playing against the computer, I rarely even use block or run anyways. Maybe run a little bit, but I don't really mess with everything else. Fatality. You can also kind of do a glitch version of that. You can just stand right next to him and do it, hold block, and then do the fatality. And when you do it, he'll throw his hat, but nothing will happen. It won't cut them up or anything like that. So, and by the way, that fatality is forward, forward, back, down, high punch up close. Forward, forward, back, down, high punch. Not that you couldn't look that up online, but here's your shortcut for it. Don't let me in. Don't like that. Yeah, maybe Novice was a little too easy. I'm sure we'll pick up a little bit. That's the cool thing about this game. No matter what difficulty level you're on, if they're running at you or walking towards you like that, you can usually just roundhouse them if you time it just right. So, Mortal Kombat 3 is notorious for that kind of exploit.
Finish him.
Okay, that one you just get a little past sweep distance. I love this. That's my favorite one in this game for Kombat. Just a little past sweep distance, and it's run, block, down.
Fatality.
That's it. Run, block, down. Alright, so we got his 2 regular fatalities taken care of. Maybe we'll do like the friendship. It depends, like if there's a stage fatality set up for us. Let's see. There might be a stage fatality here. Nope, not yet. So now we're working with his friendship and his Babality. Friendship is just, it's a weird one. It's run, low punch, run, low kick. It's very odd. But we'll do that. As long as you don't use block here, you can do his friendship. Which, like I mentioned earlier, I'm not going to use block a whole lot in this gameplay, if at all. Except to do, obviously, Fatality and whatnot. See, they'll just walk right in your roundhouse. If you let them get a little bit closer than that, they'll sweep you when you try to do it, but it's not a big deal. Just reset yourself. Run, low punch, run, low kick. I like that one. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Friendship again.
Alright. So now we'll do his Babality. And then hopefully we'll be able to pull off his Animality. We'll see. I think there's enough people to do that with. I will say his Animality is one of the few that I do like. I don't like very many Animalities in Mortal Kombat in general, but his I don't mind quite as much. Turns into a little cheater, which makes sense, you know, speed. Calm down, calm down.
Fight.
Such yes.
Finish him.
That's his Babality. That's just down, down, forward, forward, high punch. Down, down, forward, forward, high punch.
Babality.
Alright, we got these. We'll probably still have a stage fatality somewhere in here. Yeah, we'll most likely have a stage fatality. Here or the next guy. Let's see. Okay, yeah, stage fatality here. So we'll do that. Let's go ahead. Unless he beats me around. If he beats me around, might as well just go ahead and use Animality. So you start running out of style, but again, that same roundhouse tactic still works. So you can do this pretty much to everybody. Pretty much. It's a little bit more difficult than others.
Wow wins. Fight.
That one is down, down, forward, forward, low kick. Another bad little stage fatality. Except for some reason someone in the basement decided to build spikes. I don't know. Down the bottom floor, we decided to put some spikes in the room. A little odd. Alright, so let's try to do our Animality right here, which means we gotta let him beat us around so we can do our Mercy on him. So we'll beat him the first round, and then we'll let him beat us the second round.
Fight.
We'll let him beat us this round right here,
Wins.
and then we'll do our Mercy so we can do Animality.
Fight. Sub-Zero wins. Fight. Finish him.
Go.
Finish him.
Oh, miss it! Oh my gosh, I can't believe I missed it.
Wins.
Well, normally it's run 4 times and block, and he turns into a cheetah. I'm sorry, guys. What a waste of time. I apologize. I thought I was gonna have it. But yeah, it's run 4 times and then block. And now do your literally do it. He'll turn into a cheetah.
Wins. Fight.
Oops. He's got me kind of backed up in the corner. He won't like run at me anymore or jump at me or anything, so.
Fight.
Okay.
Wins.
What I'll do, guys, since I screwed up after this game is over, I'll go back into it. I'll do a quick Animality just to show you guys. Since I goofed up on something earlier.
Don't make me
I'm not sure if you guys are witnessing how this is happening, but I'm basically just being very patient and trying to stay away from Shao Kahn and let him slide at me. And when he slides at you, you have an opportunity to uppercut him. Even when you're in a corner, you can just go down. So he does that slide, you still uppercut him before he recovers. Just like that. There you go. There we go, guys. So what did you think? I hope you enjoyed the playthrough. A lot of fun, guys. This game is great. You know, it was never one of my favorite Mortal Kombats. I'm gonna be honest with you. Mortal Kombat 2 had always hold that kind of spot for me. And I really love Mortal Kombat 1 just because it kind of got me. It was one of the earliest games that got me into fighting games. But again, Mortal Kombat 3 does have a special place in my heart because I did still enjoy playing it when it first came out, and I loved going to the arcade and playing it, and you know, beating up on people and learning ways to beat the computer. I'm pretty sure I had better strategies back then on how to beat the actual AI, but now I just use that strategy that most people know, just that roundhouse kind of strategy. But back then, I played these games so much more, and I had more time on my hands, so I know I found better and more, you know, probably, when I say better, I mean, you know, more convenient ways to beat the game, or, you know, faster ways to get through it, cause more damage, stuff like that. So, you know, nowadays I just kind of go with the most current kind of, you know, easy ways to get through the game, no matter how time consuming they are or something like that. I'm still all about, you know, beating the game without having to continue. So, you know, I use just basic strategies so that are well known, honestly. But this is a great game. This PS3, I'm sorry, if you call it PS3 because I'm playing on a PS3, this PlayStation 1 version of Mortal Kombat 3 is a great version of the game. And, you know, I've been playing my PS1 and my PS1 didn't finally crap out on me. I've tried all the tricks to get it to work, but it does not. So yeah, we're playing it on my PS3, which it works. It runs great on here. It runs great on the PS3, no issues. But yeah, this game is again a classic to me. Not my favorite Mortal Kombat by any means, but still a great fighting game. Once this finishes out, guys, I will go do a quick Animality since I did screw up. and not do it during the actual game. For two reasons. First of all, I want you guys to see it if you haven't already. And secondly, I want to make sure I'm doing it right. I'm pretty sure once you bring it back to life, it's just run 4 times and block. But we'll test that out here in a second, just to verify. And if so, if that is correct, I don't know why it didn't work for me earlier. Maybe I was too close. Maybe you can't be right next to him. I don't know. Maybe you gotta have a little bit of space in between who you're fighting. I'm honestly not sure. All right. That's great. Whatever. All right, guys. Here we go. I'm trying to show you guys his animality. We'll beat up Jax real quick. I'm going to let him do this round so we can get the next couple rounds.
Jax wins. Fight.
Alright, we'll do the next round and we'll do a mercy and we'll do his animal.
Finish him.
There we go. So, oh, hold on a second. That was kind of cool. Like I said, I don't like a lot of animality, but that was not terrible. So I guess it's run 4 times. I think I was doing run 3 times and then block, but it's actually run 4 times and then block, and that's what does the animality. After, of course, you do the mercy, which is hold run and then down 3 times outside of sweep distance. So, anyways, there you go, guys. I just wanted to show you all that real quick. You know, since I missed doing it against Sub-Zero during the actual playthrough. Anyways, guys, I hope you have a great rest of your day. Let me know what you think about this great game. Still holds up. It's a classic. You know, it's still, you know, one of my favorite early fighting games. Even though it's not one of my favorite Mortal Kombat games, it's still a great fighting game overall. So, anyways, guys, enjoy the rest of your day, and thanks for hanging out with me this morning. Appreciate it.